Welcome back, everybody. Holidaydoc here with the Team FeaR crew. We got Mr. Moho alongside with Jlew from E&J Media, and we're going to bring you another episode of the Team FeaR podcast. And I've been hinting on my channel quite a few times already that we've kind of nailed down the Team FeaR roster, and I'm going to lead that off to Mr. Moho to explain and obviously dish out the good names of the Final Four.
What's going on, everybody? We have an agenda written down in front of us. First thing we're going to talk about, like Mr. Holidaydoc said, is our finalized roster. I know we took like 2 weeks to do this, and we did that on purpose so we could make sure we found the right people. With that being said, the roster as it stands right now is Moho, Assassin, Dito, and we picked up John. I know John sounds like a random name to you guys, but John was actually on GZ, Ground Zero. They placed 4th at Dallas. They actually knocked us out, and he was their star player, so we actually picked him up. He's a great player. You know, we're looking to do big things with him. That's the finalized roster. So, yeah, I mean, Holidaydoc, you've seen us play, you know. I don't want to sound biased, so I'd rather have you, tell them, how do you think we play as a team with Dito and John?
Well, obviously people are going to obviously assume that I'm biased as well. But I think I have a pretty good grasp at how teams play and how well they can, bring things together. And I think along with your leadership and how you've managed to hold the team together for such a long time now, that this team is going to be, phenomenal. We got Dito, who is a longtime veteran to the COD series. And now we've got John, a new pickup, the star player of Ground Zero, matched up with Assassin and Moho. I think it's going to be a great combination. We got some set slayers along with, some great support players. And one thing I just want to mention real quick is there is an argument about, the objective and how it should be played in this game. And that's kind of one thing that I think has really changed dramatically in your playstyle specifically, Moho, is, being able to adapt away from the strict objective player in Modern Warfare 2 and move to the more transitional, leapfrog strategy, pushing up, grabbing support, and, just making the plays and, working with the team. And I definitely see big things for Team FeaR. Even just a couple of scrims that I have managed to partake in, it's been a landslide, really. Like, there's not a lot going wrong. Obviously the communication is going to come in the next few weeks. We got a lot of work to put in before Columbus, and I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. Going back to talking about my position on the team, I did come off from Modern Warfare 2 being an objective player solely, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I have changed my role in the team. I'm more of like the support slayer. I really don't play objective unless our team really needs it, but when I do play objective, I play super smart about it. And I try to set up around my team and let them play. So I do feel that I have stepped up a little bit. It was a little rough in the beginning of the game for me, I'll admit. A lot of players won't admit that, but it was a little rough for me because, Black Ops is more of like the Call of Duty 4 feel, and it's not necessarily, we need an objective player, we need a slayer. It's not like that. Black Ops is more of Call of Duty 4 feel where you have to put in your own work. You have to grab bombs.
Yeah, it's the rotation.
Yeah, you have to have rotations, and that's what kind of messed me up mentally when I first came to Black Ops, because I was thinking, okay, so I'm going to have to run OBJ, and OBJ is not a fun job to do. So having to switch, I'm kind of happy I switched up a little bit. I like how I play. I'm super aggressive. I think with the addition of John, he's super. I mean, I thought I was fast until I started teaming with John. This guy is fast. Like, he'll pull your flag, you won't even know he pulled it. So I think that's a great addition, having somebody like him. With the addition of Dito, also, like you said, the slaying power, it's gonna be great. With a support player like Assassin, a player like me, Dito and John, it just mixes real well. I'm super happy about this team, super pumped, and come Columbus, I think we're gonna be ready.
Absolutely. What can we expect out of Team FeaR?
Well, we have a lot of things that are in talks right now. You can expect us to definitely be doing more community days. I'm talking about every week. And by what we mean by community day is we want to give back to the community. And I know back when I was a struggling Halo player, I wanted to come up and play against the pros. It just never happened. No matter how good you are, it just don't happen. And I think that us being in the position we are, not only should we be, you know, like respectable pro players, but we should be like role models. We should definitely pull the people who are trying to, come up aside and help them, and whether it be just, giving them tips, giving them advice, or doing the community days like we're about to start doing, where we take Team FeaR and we play against a bunch of 4 random people that we pick from Twitter and just play against them. Give them a taste of what it's like to play against a team like FeaR.
And obviously there's going to be some constructive criticism go down. It's not like we're going to invite the Twitter people in or followers, poop on them, and send them packing.
No, definitely. That is the point. I'm glad you mentioned that. That is the point of this. The point of this is to help you guys. If we beat you 7-0 in CTF, we don't want to hear, "Oh my God, you raped us." We're not. I want to hear, how can I get better? And then that's my job. That's Assassin's job. That's John's job, and Dito's job to just say, you know what, this is how you can get better. This is what you need to do. This is what you did wrong. So you can expect a lot of that. A lot of the community days. I've been in talks with Gunner. I've been using Gunner glasses a lot. I approve. I approve. Gunner optics is pretty sick. Not gonna lie to you. Like, you put them on, it just makes everything such a it's such a clear vision. If you play on a Samsung monitor, it already looks good. But when you put some Gunners on there, it looks even better.
Yeah.
So I've been using those. I've been talking to them. Hopefully we can get something going with Gunner. Start working with them, doing some contests, giveaways, or something.
Yeah, for sure. I've got a set of Gunners myself coming my way, fully prescriptionized. For those people who do wear glasses already, I know it's a pain in the butt to try to fit some glasses over top, like wearing those 3D ones when you go to the movies. That shit's irritating. So what Gunner's doing is they also offer the prescription models of their stuff, and I'll be picking up a set of those, sporting those for Columbus as well.
Yeah, that's a great idea, man. I know there's a lot of gamers out there who would need some Gunners like that, prescription Gunners. What else was it? I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about I know a lot of people were talking to me about when we were getting our roster situated, like, why won't Moho try me out? What's going on? Why is he being so, douchebag about it? The biggest question was,
Midget King, we love you.
Midget King, we love you. You're a great player, but you didn't have pro points. And the big thing about pro points is if you don't have pro points, it will lower our seed come Columbus. And if we get any lower, then we're going to be knocked into semi-pro. And seed, it really matters. And it's not that we're not choosing you guys because you're not good or because we don't want to give you a shot. It's just that, placing where we placed, it definitely isn't good to just pick up somebody who doesn't even have pro points. So I guess you could say it's our fault for placing. I think we placed like around 11th or 14th. I'm really not sure yet, but it's our fault for placing so low, because had we have placed like 3rd or 2nd or even 1st, it wouldn't have mattered who we picked up. We could have picked up somebody without pro points. So, don't blame yourselves, guys. It's our fault for doing that. We fully take 100%. I guess you could say blame for it.
Credit, blame.
Yeah, and we definitely were sorry about that, but we are under a lot of pressure right now, so we definitely had to pick up somebody with pro points.
And it's not like you didn't give chances to people who didn't have pro points either. Like,
no, you're right. I definitely did. I gave people some chances. Even because it's always good to give chances, because if you don't give a chance, there's probably somebody out there with no pro points who could better your team.
Midget.
Yeah, like Midget. We scrimmed with Midget. We did really well, but it was either take Midget and get lower seed and play better teams while we're there, or pick up John, who plays 4th with a lot of pro points. It would knock us up a seed.
Yeah.
And and he's a good player. So we had some tough decisions to make. We made them, and we just live with those choices.
I got a quick question for you. So, breaking things down, a higher seed ultimately puts you in place to move up quicker in the tournament. That being said, Friday, who plays Friday? If you're high seed, do you have to play Friday still?
I don't think so. And if you do, you'd have to come in around winner's bracket round 5.
Yeah.
And then basically the people that play first on Friday are the people who are not seeded and the people who are super low seeded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think, I guess those are the people that are just walking into the event as well, right?
Yeah.
They would all play Friday, and they'd be playing against, some some teams right away to try and get seeded and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely. Those are the people that play Friday. So it's always good to not, and if you're from Florida or anywhere down south, it's kind of hard to get a plane ticket early for Friday. So you would try to have to get your plane ticket for the next day, which ultimately means it's more money because you have to pay for a hotel. So, placing a higher seed is definitely, something that is a goal, that you guys should definitely, as a team, sit down and say, this is what we want to place, whether it be top 15, top 20, just get that seed, and it's a lot better off for you in the long run.
All right, so next, I guess, big thing on everybody's mind is rule changes, and there's a couple rules that I've been wanting to see implemented since I first heard rumors that this game was being picked up on the PC or on the circuit, I guess. And one of those major changes that I'd 100% like to see axed out is steady aim. I've said it right at the start of the Black Ops. I'm like, nobody wants to see pros hip fire. Who wants to see a pro run around and spray? It's not good viewing, and it's not good practice. And what do we know so far?
I am a pro player, and I do have access to the pro forums, but they are very, very adamant about me sharing information with you guys because they don't want to, leak anything that's not official.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you that I was definitely very, 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 like 100% dedicated to getting rid of steady aim, because steady aim, like you said, is very unprofessional and it's just noobish, especially when you have guns like the AK and the FAMAS, especially the FAMAS. I'm 100% sure that they're going to be bringing back rapid fire, and they're going to be getting rid of steady aim because the majority of the pros who vote for that is basically the votes that matter.
Okay.
So we're definitely going to be getting some changes. I do know that what do you call it? Treyarch will be. I know they're I talked to David a little bit, and he told me that they're trying to make a patch so it'll be more customizable for S&D. Okay. And I can't really give you all of the details just yet, but there will be some changes, and it's going to be better. And the changes that are made are based solely off of the pro players. And I know a lot of people are like, why are the pro players getting to choose and we're not? Just chill, guys. The rules that we choose are going to benefit everybody. They're going to be more beneficial. They're going to be more competitive.
Experience comes into play.
Yeah, the experience definitely comes into play, and we're the ones that are actually sitting there taking the time to play these maps and game types and rules to make sure they work.
Yeah.
So that's why these pros are giving access to these rules and these, So definitely expect to see some new rule changes and some new maps and game types added. Not game types, but maps with game types added.
I'm gonna throw a curveball here, and I know a lot of people are probably gonna throw back in their seat, freak out a little bit, have a little heart palpitation. What if MLG were to get rid of the FAMAS?
If they got rid of the FAMAS, then we'd be like the European leagues, which is completely fine. They can do what they want. I'm fine with that as long as they allow rapid fire, because I don't know, rapid fire is definitely a big thing. Ever since the patch, and a lot of people argued and disagreed with me and just talked a lot of shit about it. They did do a patch to the AK-74, and I talked to the guy who was in charge of that at Dallas, and he did say they did a patch for it. And the reason that the AK-74 sucks so bad, and the reason why people think the FAMAS is so damn good, is because everybody on YouTube was complaining about it, and it got the gun lowered. And now with the addition of banning, rapid fire, the gun is basically pointless to use. So when we were in Dallas, all that was being used was the FAMAS. So if you put rapid fire back on that gun, it makes it a little bit better to use, and it brings another gun into rotation, and you're not going to see FAMAS is being used, because if you have rapid fire on your AK-74, you're going to be able to run objective a little bit better and more fast paced.
How come we didn't see any Spectre out of you?
I don't know, man. I mean, I was using that gun. I know why you're laughing, because you posted that video of me destroying people with it, but I didn't really test it the way I wanted to test it. I didn't want to go to the LAN and just get destroyed with it, because I don't know, it's like one of those guns that are so weak that if your team sees you using it, your team is gonna think, oh man, he's not really playing serious.
Yeah, that what was the triple shotgun there that was being used in the first couple events? I don't even know.
Oh,
The G11.
yeah.
The G11 with a scope. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
It's unbelievable. That scope is it's unreal. If you see somebody using that, even if he's using it for like, being real about it, using it, that's his main gun, you'd still think like, oh man, that guy's not playing serious at all.
No.
No, but yeah, but that's about it pretty much. Just expect some rule changes, expect big things for FeaR. New sponsors. This is just everything. Just a new team. Not only us, but a girls team. We got a brand new girls team, and I'm excited about that. I want to actually talk about that for a second.
Okay.
We got a brand new girls team, and they're nasty. And I know
they're doing work.
Jlew can speak on the girls team because he spends most of his time chilling with them.
Mhm.
And like Jlew, you want to talk about the girls team a little bit? Give these people a little idea.
Our new girls team they're beastie.
I
That's
know.
all I can say, man.
It's so hard to talk about them because you'd have to see them play. Like when you think of a girls team, you're like, a girls team, I mean, but seriously, these girls are crazy. I joined in the scrim. They were playing a profs team, and I joined in, and they were neck and neck and beating his team. I could not believe it. I was like, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
With the addition of Dream from Obey, and they picked up Bree and Miss Laser. They are amazing. And right now, as it stands, the roster is Roxy, Miss Laser, Dream, and Bree Baby, and they have Haley as a fifth. So things are looking promising, man. And we're gonna be getting videos of them up on our YouTube channel as well. And
Guess who's going to be commentating that one?
yeah, Mr. Holidaydoc. Jlew, while you're here, I know you haven't really gotten in on any talking much, but go ahead and tell them about E&J Media. Well, where you guys came from and what your plans are going to be for Columbus and just basically everything in general.
Well, for E&J Media, pretty much, if not many people know about it, but I and Evan Gale and Alejandra all started a media company for MLG. We basically go around and interview all the pro teams, and we upload content to our YouTube for all the fans out there who enjoy watching MLG events.
Nice.
We're part of Team FeaR, and we're looking forward to having many other teams from Reach and Black Ops come together and help us out what we're doing.
Now, are you going to be doing mainly Black Ops gameplay, or are you going to be doing Reach gameplay as well?
Well, right now we're focusing on Black Ops gameplay, but we're definitely looking to find some more Reach teams. I was talking to a guy, Predator from the Insanes, about getting some Reach footage since his team's pretty pro. They're actually Gears of War pros as well.
Yeah, I know those guys. Those are pretty good guys. You're actually you're FeaR's graphics designer. You want to give yourself a shout out, and if anybody out there is looking for some nasty graphics to hit you up.
I mean, I haven't really been focusing on my graphics work, man. To be honest, I've just been pretty much focusing on E&J Media. And if anybody looking to be a part of E&J Media, you can hit me up. My Twitter is FeaRJlew. You can direct message me or tweet me or anything.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, we're going to be adding all of the links to the information box down below. So you guys can definitely follow everybody and get everybody's YouTube account. But yeah, something I wanted to try moving forward. I wanted to try something new. I wanted to get some people from Twitter. I asked some questions and asked people why they think they should join in on our podcast. And I wanted to bring some people in here that aren't quite as known, and introduce themselves. And one of the people that I got a hold of was this girl named Melissa. And I didn't know. I went to her Twitter page and I saw it, and her name was like, I'm Moho. And I was like, what is this? Is this like a fake account or something? And then my boyfriend had hit me up and told me that, her name was Moho or whatever, but it was spelled Moehoe. And I actually hit her up and was talking to her about it a little bit. And she told me a little bit about herself. And we're actually going to see if we can get her in here. She's going to tell her about herself and what her plans are. So let's see if we can get her in here in a second. We need some music or something while we're waiting.
Hello.
What's going on, Melissa? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. I basically just gave everybody a little shout out and told them a little bit about your background, about Moho, and how you came across that gamer.
Oh, nice.
I told him I didn't really tell him much about your MLG traveling, but if you want, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell him a little bit about yourself and why you go to these events and if you're looking for a team.
Okay, well, my name's Elizabeth. I've been gaming my whole life, but online for the last 4 years. I started out on COD 4 and did GBs competitively and up until Black Ops came out, because when it came out for Xbox, I hated it until I played it on PlayStation at Dallas and realized it was much better on the PlayStation. So.
Oh, hold up. What?
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 You don't you agree?
No, I agree with her, man. It's a lot better
Why?
on PlayStation because the guns, there's less recoil on the guns.
Oh, a lot less.
And the guns shoot a lot better. They're a lot more accurate and powerful. It's just a lot better. But the only thing you have to get used to is the frame rate issue, because on Xbox,
Yeah.
it's a lot more smooth. On PlayStation, it's a little bit of frame rating. But so you travel these events. You go to every single MLG event. Is that what you told me?
Well, I haven't gone to everyone, but I've gone to a few.
Oh.
Like Dallas, I watched you. I talked to Jlew at Dallas. I don't know if he remembers me.
No, he did. I actually talked to him about it, and he said he remembered you.
Oh yeah, I was the girl in the white dress. I don't know.
There you go, the girl in the white dress. Are you also told me you're looking to compete in these events too, right?
I'd love to start getting competitive again, especially since I like it now. Either that, or I would love to get into the business side of like MLG.
Like work for MLG, or are you talking about like
Yeah.
do YouTube videos and stuff?
Well, I would love to work for Machinima too. Either one.
Yeah, Machinima is a great company.
Right.
Yeah, definitely, because working for MLG, I think they need some more beautiful girls to work for them, because I think I only see one, and that's the girl for the Halo. I don't even know her name, but she's pretty. But yeah, they definitely need some girls working for them, because I'll tell you what, even if it's just a referee, you know, those referees look so uptight.
Oh, I know. I almost got in a fight. No, with the security guard. I almost got kicked out of Dallas.
Yeah,
So they don't even want.
And you know what's funny? Those security guards look like Harry Potter too. Like every single one of them.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's bad. And it's like I had some little guy. I'm a big ass dude, you know. So's Jlew. And this little ass guy was just like, he had glasses and everything, and he was just like, "You're gonna have to use the other door." And the other door is the other door is like so far away, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I just walked straight through it without even. I don't know. It was just funny. Like I just don't respect people telling you to use a different door when you're already there, you know.
Right, you're already going out the one door.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we have to get this other guy in here. I'm glad to get you in here. If you want, do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, actually, anyone wants to follow me on Twitter, it's twitter.com/lizardbrew. And a shout out to my boyfriend, Flash Ketchum. He's looking for a team as well, so hit
What
him
a
up.
lucky guy, huh? Girlfriend shouting at her boyfriend. Yeah, definitely. For you guys out there, if you want to follow her, her link is going to be in the information box, like I said earlier. So, well, yeah, Melissa, thanks for coming through.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya.
All right, that was good, man.
Yeah.
I felt good about this. First time we did that, I feel good. I feel like we just introduced somebody into the competitive scene.
This has always been my goal, is to introduce as many people to the competitive scene as possible.
Yeah, man, definitely. We have one more in here. I'm not sure what we're coming in time-wise, but I'm pretty sure we have some time.
Okay.
His name is Kyle. I didn't really get his gamer tag too much. I just kind of picked him from Twitter. I didn't really get a background story, but we're going to get him in here and ask him a few questions, because he is the leader of his team. And it's kind of interesting to hear another leader's thoughts, you know?
Yeah.
What's going on, Kyle? How you doing, man?
What's good, yeah? I'm good.
What's going on, man? Hey, just introducing you to everybody. Basically just said your name is Kyle and you are the leader of your team. And if you want to further introduce yourself, go ahead, man.
Alright, so I'm 16, right? So I'm pretty young. I live in Canada, and my team's...
Hey! So does Holidaydoc.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been subscribed to him for a long time now. And my team's pretty new to GB. I think we only started about half a year. No, not even half a year ago. Maybe like 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've been actually doing YouTube commentaries for about a year now, but we've had some problems with hackers and a lot of junk happened to us.
You got to make sure you get that super secured password, ain't that right, Jalen? Got to get that super secure password like we do. So you guys been together for how long now? You said
About 4 or 3 months only.
have you guys competed in any tournaments at all?
2 of our members have recently. They didn't end up doing that well, but
Are they online tournaments, LAN tournaments?
they were online. Yeah.
Now, are all of your players reside in Canada or are they the United States?
They're all in Canada. I all know them.
Oh, so that's
Really?
good. You know them personally?
Yep, personally.
And where what part of Canada?
I live in Toronto.
Oh, that side of Canada.
Yeah, man. So that's real good that you know everybody. You're close to them and stuff too, because it definitely helps build the chemistry.
Yeah.
Are you looking to go to any events?
Yeah, we're hoping to, but the problem is like we're 16. Our parents are really strict, to be honest. That's just the main problem.
That's understandable. Is that your only problem? Why you couldn't go?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, there's some local stuff coming up in Toronto pretty quick here. That would be a good way to get started. I forget exactly what they're called. I don't remember the exact name, but I know there's a pretty big one. I think there's 24 LAN 4v4 teams showing up to that place. If I have the link, I would have given it, but I think you should get involved with that one. It is in Toronto, so you should be set for that one, I think.
Yeah, I think that's real good. That's good news for you. I was in your position back when I was younger, and my parents wouldn't not that they wouldn't let me, they just didn't approve of it. They wanted me to focus more on other stuff. So I guess the only advice I could really give to you in that situation is you really have to just prove to your parents why they should let you go and why they should take it serious, not only just as serious as if you were to be on a basketball team or something,
Hey, yeah, I'm trying to work on it.
Yeah, I know it sounds funny, a lot of people don't take gaming serious, but the gaming is serious, man. Until they see you on like a website or something with your face, with some glasses or something from some type of product like Gunner, they'll start recognizing you, Just got to put the effort in, If you really want to make it, you definitely have to convince your parents, giving up or just quitting or just not even trying. You got to dedicate yourself to making them want you to go,
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Yeah, so that's definitely some word of advice from Moho. But yeah, man, so you're a leader. That's one thing I liked about you when I asked why we should bring you in here. You basically say I'm a leader. What are some leaderly advice, if that's even a word, that you give to your team?
Well, yeah, one thing that you really have to do is make sure your team has communication and everyone's good with each other. Because if they're not, the gameplay gets sloppy, one person makes one mistake, and then you have the whole team bashing on them, and it's just not good.
I like this guy. You hear him? He thinks just like me, I swear. Man, I'm telling you, man, with that attitude, you can go a long way. So, your team right now, are you happy with them? Do you keep them in line? You speak up when they do something wrong, or does anybody bash each other?
Yeah, the guys are good. All my teammates are really good.
All right.
Together.
Yeah, that's good. I guess living so close together, you guys are going to have a lot of chemistry and not kind of fight,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think that's the biggest issue is fighting between teams too.
Yeah. How serious are
Sucks.
you guys?
Like I said, we only started 3 months ago, so we haven't gone that far, but we're trying to progress. It's just, right now we're on a PS3 team, so PSN's down. We would have been playing a lot of game battles today.
Yeah. Something that I wanted to talk to you about, because you actually have a team and you're ready to play, that I wanted to talk about earlier about Team FeaR situation is we're going to be running a lot of free tournaments and amateur tournaments. And you haven't placed in anything, right? So you're still amateur?
Yep.
Well, we have a tournament coming up on May 14th, $20 per team. The winners get $1,000, and second place is Tritons. Third place is Gunners. If you want to sign up for it, I definitely would like to see your team in there. Myself, Holidaydoc, Jlew, everybody's going to be there. It's going to be good media coverage. It's going to be live streamed. It's going to be run just like an MLG event, just on a more or less of a budget, So,
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. And there's going to be some free tournaments. If you want, follow me on Twitter. I'm pretty sure you already do. You definitely could get those links and sign up for these free tournaments, because a bigger way to get your name out there is to sign up for these tournaments, make your presence known amongst the MLG community.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll look up for it.
All right, man. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks.
for having me.
All right, buddy. Peace.
When are we uploading this podcast? Is this tonight?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd love to get it up tonight, of course.
Okay, well then you know what's going on is you need to vote for Holidaydoc and Team Rainbow.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, that's good. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm gonna put that in the info box. That'll be probably the first link that you can see. Mr. Holidaydoc here is trying to win his first trophy because he's a noob. And
I'm a Canadian, and they don't like. I can't participate in regular events, so I try to milk all the other achievements I can.
Yeah, I feel you, man. There's nothing better than just signing on the GB and just seeing a nice shiny little trophy there, or whatever they give you.
Yeah,
Maybe a maple leaf for you or something.
yeah, I'd love a maple leaf.
Shiny maple leaf.
This is just for Holidaydoc. Here you go.
So definitely, guys, what that's for is you're gonna vote for him. It's a staff versus user match. It's something that everybody should definitely have the experience to do.
Yeah.
I experienced it in Call of Duty 4, and I definitely want you guys to hit him up and vote for that team. It's Team Rainbow, right?
Yeah, you don't have to be a member on GB. I think you just go and you can vote once for Team Rainbow, and that's all you need to do. And then while you're there, obviously sign up on GB if you're not already a member.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get informed.
You do have to be a member on GB, I'm pretty sure.
To vote in polls?
Yes.
Well, there's some polls that you don't have to be a member. It depends on who started it. So either way, if you try to vote and you can't vote, sign up. It only takes about a minute. It's definitely worth it because there's also tournaments on that website that will get you known. So
Yeah.
definitely sign up. Shout outs. I want to give a shout out. We got to close off here for a second. I want to give a big shout out to A1 Primetime Gamers, making all things possible for Team FeaR. Love that guy. He's the one that's putting all these tournaments together, these free tournaments. You guys definitely need to register on Battle 247. That link will be in the bottom information box. That's where the free tournaments and the amateur tournament's going to be going on. We're also, me and Holidaydoc are going to get together tomorrow. We're going to do a video about the amateur tournament, give more details on it, specifics. So definitely big shout out to A1 and shout out to Assassin. I know he wanted to get into this, but we couldn't get him in because he's busy. Shout out to the new members in FeaR, the girls division. Man, I love the girls division, man. They're so beasts, I swear.
Yeah, the new girls division is gonna go very
It is,
far.
man. They're serious. They remind me of us in Call of Duty 4. Like, they're so serious and motivated, you know?
Yeah.
Any shout outs for you guys?
Yeah, shout out to E&J Media, Evan and Alex. I love you guys.
Aw.
I guess shout out to Team FeaR and my YouTube just passed the 20,000 subscriber mark, so I'm making my way up. If I'm interested in the competitive series. I do breakdowns, play-by-plays, tutorial-based commentary. If that's your thing, come hit me up.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah, I think this is a good podcast.
This is gonna be a great podcast. I really feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
I think we did a good thing today by getting those people in there.
Yeah, man.
All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and end this recording. So,
Okay, man.
thanks guys for tuning in. This is Moho. You guys have been great.
This is Holiday, and I'm out.
See
This
ya.
is Jlew, and I'm out as well. All right.